Hey Mooch, Crap, JDUBBS.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Mooch, Crap, JDUBBS.
Hey Mooch, hey Crap, hey Jay.
What up with your Crap and Mooch and Jay with?
Wake on up, it's Mooch, it's Crap, and Jay in the morning. Wipe your eye boogies, get your coffee finished yawning. This is Mooch and Crap Show. Wake up, let us begin with gaming news, skits, and call-ins from all the fans. No matter where you at, Cali or Pakistan, New York or New Guinea, this is where it's at. These are Xbox dudes with Xbox views on slander and hate towards Xbox news. This is Mooch and Crap Show for the people, and they coming with it. Now do you understand? Now do you get it? Ponies love to lie and PC fans won't admit it, but Xbox hate is real and they all with it. Call in, let it ring in. We here to rock, we here to win. It's about the games, it's about the pride. Now Xbox community, come on, let's rock. Mooch and Crap Show.
Mooch, Crap, JDUBBS.
¿Cómo están, bitches?
Hey Mooch and Crap, hey Jay.
Hey Mooch and Crap. What up, Mooch and Crap and Jay?
Sup, Mooch and Crap. Sup, JDUBBS.
Hello, Mooch and Crap.
What up, Mooch? What up, Crap?
Hey, what's up, Mooch and Crap? You guys have the best damn podcast on YouTube, bar none.
No chill still.
I love that intro, by the way. It's
great.
That is a pretty good one. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to MNC Mornings. We are happy to be here. Bright-eyed, bushy-tail. It feels like it's only 10-something, but it's 11. I checked. You know what I mean? It is.
It is 11.
Yeah,
I don't like the spring forward stuff. I mean, I like more sun, right? It's not like hide the sun. I love the sun, but at all costs, we have to depart with an hour of sleep.
I actually like the fall back much better.
I do too.
I don't like maybe when I was a kid, I liked the other one, but this way it takes me a while to get used to.
Yeah.
And then today for sure is just going to kind of fly by.
Yes, it
You
is.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I'm not really looking forward to it at all. So, but how you doing, man? How you holding up?
Doing good, man. I got to say, just wild as it may be, I am just amped for gaming, and I haven't had this surge in a long time. Crap. I've been really playing a lot. I played last night. I mean, yes, it was turn the clocks forward. So it was actually 4 o'clock. I mean, it was 3 o'clock old time, but just jamming out last night with some PUBG with Noof and Bam. Just, having a good time. Tons of people jumping in and out of the chat. It was a blast, man. Absolute blast. So yeah, no, things are good. This is MNC Mornings today is just going to be a treat, not only for the audience, but for us as well. Crap. Yeah,
it should be like it's almost like the very first time watching it. I can promise you that.
Yes.
If everything goes off without a hitch, we got some new stuff, some bits and some things like that as well planned. So it's gonna be a nice treat for everybody.
Yes.
Jay's got a new toy to work with, which should be pretty fun for him. And for everybody else, there's quite a lot of topics to talk about. First of all, we're gonna kind of jump right into some of these. If you guys do want to hit us up on Skype, it's MC Space Mornings. I know people are going to kind of shuffle in a little bit, so it's probably the best time to actually talk about the top news stories. So we got a top 5 news stories to talk about, brought to you by our Patreon supporters, our 2 newest supporters, Dr. Diabolic and Melly Mel, the boss. Thank you guys for your pledges. Patreon is a way to help support the show. It gets us cool stuff like what Jay has. What'd you get with some of that, Jay? What's that new doodad you got?
Oh man, the kind of stuff that I've got going today is going to blow some minds.
Is it an Elgato? What is the unit?
So it's called the Elgato Stream Deck. And to be honest with you, what it really is just an easy way to connect to your scenes and your sources in OBS. But the great thing about it is that it's so intuitive. You can set up all of your buttons with thumbnails so that I don't even have to think about what I have to push. I just look at the button. So for instance, if I was to want to play the Megaton.
It's so great.
You know,
It's
I
funny.
just have-
Not only is that item intuitive, but we are. As you're saying that, I almost said intuitive at the same time you did.
Yeah,
That's how intertwined M&C Mornings is.
Yeah,
folks.
so it's pretty cool, man.
Very
I'm excited by it, and it should make things go much better. I remember talking about this thing a while ago, and everybody was like, "What's that?"
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, so I'm glad that you finally got it, Jay, and it should make things a little bit easier and more intuitive, and I'm looking forward to that, man. Just M&C Morning should definitely go much smoother. But once again, we're gonna get into some hot topics that we got. Maybe you guys want to chime in if you hear something that strikes your fancy.
Yes.
First thing, Inside Xbox. This was their big show.
Right.
Larry Herb and Graham Boyd and the rest of the gang there, who I didn't really know. I knew the one girl; she was kind of, but this was a 2-hour show, and it was supposed to be, I guess, different because Larry already does a This Week on Xbox every week,
Right.
where he talks about what's coming to Xbox, and he did it again. This seemed like a longer version of that with more people involved.
It did. It really did. And I think, there was a little bit of confusion. I won't say a lot of confusion. There was a little bit of confusion yesterday after the show aired. A lot of people took to Twitter, gave their opinions on both sides. And you do have to understand, just for example, if you have a group of people that are excited, there's a few people that may have thought that the show was going to go in a different path. Myself personally, I think it was almost par for the course, because if you've been following Microsoft so closely like we all have, like we came to expect that this is what it's going to be now, crap, right? I mean, I was a little shocked that it was a 2-hour version of the Xbox Live show that they do on Fridays.
Low.
Well, I walk in low and try to keep my head up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yes. But that's why when I was watching it, and I actually had my Coin Slot Saturdays podcast running towards the end when that started, and they're like, "Oh, Mooch, you're missing it." And I'm like, "Oh, I already know that I'm not missing anything new. It's just going to be more of the same," which is fine. Yeah. But I think a lot of people tuned in, maybe not to hear an E3 announcement, but maybe a lot of people tuned in to just maybe get a new date or get a refreshing glimpse of something they haven't seen, even if it's a teaser, Yeah,
and I think that we expected, or a lot of people expected, this to be their answer to the Nintendo Directs, right? Which Nintendo just did theirs, and man, people went crazy for it. They announced that new Smash Brothers, they announced some DS stuff, they announced some Switch stuff, very cool stuff, right? And they're gonna, they're not gonna show us anything, but they're gonna announce it, and then they're gonna show stuff at E3, right? Yeah. Just as cool, because my take on this is always this, right? Microsoft has their shit leak way before E3 anyway, all the time. So what's wrong with saying, you guys wanted it? You're getting it. Fable 4 in development, Playground Games, see more E3. How big of a woo, man? People are content, happy, excited. You know what I mean? We got this officially announced. As it is, Microsoft, they're not deaf to. They know people want game announcements. They know we're like, why as consumers are we sitting there craving and hungry and starving for a little morsel? And Microsoft like teases people, to me anyway, and they're like, we've got this new show and we're going to talk games, and then they don't give us anything, right?
I like what you
is a bit of a slap.
I think what you
and I understand why people are a little slapped.
I
get it.
I get it too. I definitely get it. I mean, you do have to admit, even if you enjoyed yesterday's Inside Xbox, even if you said, well, listen, Mooch, I don't care. I enjoyed it. Okay, if you enjoyed it, that's fine. But it really was a 2-hour commercial for Sea of Thieves. I mean, that's really what it came down to. It was like when I hear from the Gamer Boss, who's absolutely fantastic, and Craig Duncan, I don't need to hear about the 4 or 5 producers that are below him and their take on the game. You know what I mean? Like, it was the same thing over and over and over again. I did enjoy that they showed the new Xbox updates that are coming to our UI, the things like sharing controller on Mixer.
I read about Twitter on Big Whoop Magazine, by the way. So, yeah.
Right, nice. So I mean, like that's
you don't get that joke, but it's hilarious to me.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear it. Crap.
I said I read about it on Big Whoop Magazine.
Oh, Big Whoop.
Hey,
there it is.
Would want to talk about this. So
it's a hot subject. Let's hear what the fans got to say.
Yeah. What's up, M&C Mornings? What's your beef?
Okay. Hi, JDUBBS, Crap and Mooch. It's Flemish Boy here. I want to call in. I also have a juicy voicemail for you guys, but I want to call in about Inside Xbox. I've seen the show yesterday. It was amazing for me. I know it's a little bit more like the the weekly show on Friday that they do. But I've seen something that I really like. When you have the how was it called again? The Game Pass announcement that was for City Skylines. That was awesome. But there's also 8 games now. It's not 6 anymore, because previously, before last month, it was also 8. But before that, it was 6. So they upgraded it seems, to 8 games now. And I think it's going to be better from now on. I think they're going to go even further. Also, it's going to bring it close to 200 in a couple of months, if you're calculating like that. So, yeah, I think they're pumping it up. Also, it was nice to see a little bit behind the scenes from Sea of Thieves with the show. And I don't know why people are bitching about it. I think it's more about... yeah, it's something behind the scenes more, and a little announcements, but I think the big announcements are going to be at E3, unfortunately. But yeah, that's what I actually want to say. Bye.
Well, listen, in regards to Flemish Boy there, what I want to say is, I mean, the way I look at it is, crap, if we watch any more behind the scenes of Sea of Thieves, my name's going to end up in the credits.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
we found out that the thing's a hurdy-gurdy that you play on there. So great. I mean, that's great. That's awesome. Like seeing Larry Herb wear white gloves while holding an Xbox again. That's
listen.
That never stops thrilling me.
A lot of times, a lot of times, Mooch and Crap say things. You got to understand something. We say things that a lot of you guys are thinking. And the point of the matter is, I think Larry is one of the hardest working guys at Xbox. But I would really like to see Larry go behind the camera as the executive producer. And let somebody take over. And you know what? Here's the other thing.
I didn't even have a problem with the show, though, that way. Just to me, it was just a longer this week. It
was a longer this week at Xbox. Yes.
I'm fine with Larry and Graham Boyd. He's
I mean,
that's cool guy, and
they're fine. It's nothing against them personally. The point of the matter is that they're trying to appeal to a younger audience, I would think, or bring in some new folks.
Well, they had the couple people from Mixer, and then the
Mixer guys were great.
Yeah.
Yes, and the people I think they were calling the social desk. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was great. That, believe it or not, those two should have hosted
they're hip.
The show.
The one girl's got a tattoo on her arm and stuff.
Yeah, it was cool. Like that was young, different. It was vibrant to see them up there and when they were going through all the updated tweets and the videos and the GIFs and things. That was cool to see. I like that. And then they were like, now we're gonna pan back over to Larry in his paisley shirt for an hour, and I was like, but anyway,
white gloves, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like and here's the thing, right? Like when I was talking about this, I personally wasn't disappointed. I don't know. I wasn't really expecting much. I saw the disappointment from people. Like it always gets turned on me. Like I'm the one that's pissy about stuff.
Yeah, it's always you.
Like I wasn't expecting much because it's Microsoft, and
we got what we thought we'd get.
Yeah, exactly. So like here, even going into E3, I'm not really excited because I got a feeling that they're gonna. Who knows? Because Phil has come out and said we don't want to announce stuff too early.
Right.
I mean, there are some fears. As an Xbox fan, one of my biggest fears right now is we just bought this $500 box. It's supposed to be the best box, and it is, but there's not going to be anything out in time to show that off in terms of exclusivity,
right?
Until the next generation box, right? Like I have a feeling Microsoft is already gearing up, trying to get out the door when Sony does, and like these deals that they signed. Those games aren't going to pay us any dividends.
I've heard major rumors from people. Crap, you've heard the same thing, that basically Xbox is indeed doing what you just said. They're ramping up for next gen. So let me tell you guys something. I'm not going to say bad news, but here's the moderate news. The moderate news right now is that the rest of this generation is almost, not completely, almost on cruise control. But when you see what Xbox is going to come out with blazing glory in the next generation, that's what I think they're doing. I think they're ramping up to make sure that they're out there in the wild with Sony, and they're going head to head this time. So that's the one positive thing. As far as E3 goes, Crap, I do think you're going to get something this E3. I think you will walk away going, you know what? I came in here, I left much higher than I thought. And I think you will. Does that mean you're going to see something that's blowing your mind? No, but it's going to be at least something new.
Here's the thing, right? Like they've got to announce multiple things, and if they don't have things that are going to be ready in time, they need to buy things that are going to be ready in time. That's the bottom line as far as I'm concerned. We think about this, and I'm going to throw some facts at that people are going to be like, holy shit, when they actually realize this. We haven't got a new AAA IP announced since 2015. That's sad and alarming. We haven't the stuff that we're getting now. We haven't even had a new AAA game announcement in years. The stuff we're getting right now is stuff that was announced years ago. And don't pull that Forza Horizon 4 crap on me, because we already know that's coming, which is, again, one of my points. We all know Forza Horizon 4 is coming. Imagine if they go, here's a teaser to something coming, right? Since we all know it's coming anyway, right?
Right.
Like, at least give us a little something to be excited about. And here's the thing, right? In a business, if you're a business owner or whatever, there's such a thing like PUBG's doing, right? They did what's called a roadmap, right? Because if you're a PUBG player, you want to know that they're actually
what's coming down the pipe.
What's coming down the pipeline. What's, you paid $30 and you only paid $30 for that game.
That's right.
Imagine paying $1,400 in Xbox Ones this generation,
right?
Like we have, or more.
Yeah,
and
more.
You have no idea what's coming down the pipeline. There is no roadmap. The roadmap is what was stuff that was supposed to come out years ago.
Well, you know what? Listen, here's the other thing with the show. Here's the other thing with the show that I didn't think went well over. And shout out to Predator. Predator just said it in the chat. Before you gave IGN the first rights to the 25 minutes of State of Decay 2, it would have been nice if they did State of Decay 2's first look on Inside Xbox. Then let IGN take it from there, right? It's your baby. You're the one selling this thing. It's promoting your Game Pass. So I thought that was interesting, and bravo to Pred for bringing that up. Like that's exactly that's the mind share you need, is what Predator's talking about. Put your product first, put it up front, let them see it, and then let IGN take it. Instead, even if you enjoyed Inside Xbox, which I think the production value was great, but if you look at it and watch it, not many people left it. People were leaving that show either upset with it or defending it, and nobody was talking about anything that they learned from it, or very little. Even when they had the PUBG guy on.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there and I watched it, and he told us about the roadmap, but anybody who has Twitter knows that the roadmap was released.
Yeah, like I said, like Sony does that, right? Like their roadmap, what's coming. With Nintendo, what's coming. How they held up a thing said Metroid Prime 4 is in production last E3, and people flip their shit.
Let's take that live call, Crap.
Yeah, we can. M&C Mornings, what's up?
Thanks, Jay. Hi, Mooch and Crap. Great Canadian Mudslinger, Mighty Spidey here. All hell Jay, all hell Jay. All right, we're done with that. Crap, I just got to call you one of 2 J dummies, and I'm actually one of 3 J dummies, because there's Mooch and Crap as well, not just one of you guys. I just wanted to talk a little bit about something that happened this week, and nobody seemed to report on it, which was fairly relative to video games. And I looked everywhere, and I'm surprised, Crap, that you haven't reported on this, but a little while ago, it's to do with the Parkland shooting. And I just want to talk a little bit about that. Little history lesson on that kid. He didn't play video games. A year before, he tried to purchase a gun, and he was denied because of Obama's law, which was repealed. And at the same token, he was wearing a Make America Great Again hat when he went on that shooting rampage. So he was basically employed by Trump. Now, I just want to say that
hardly makes him employed by Trump, by the way.
Instead of addressing the serious issues of gun laws in the States, and being Canadian, we can see a little bit of hypocrisy there. Well, we can see a lot of the hypocrisy, but instead of addressing the gun laws, they basically went on to attack video games and show a bunch of scenes from video games, like crazy ass killing scenes. I'm sure you heard about this. They just took the best of the best, like Fallout. They took Call of Duty from 2006 and took one of the headshots from there. And they're trying to attack video games and change the violent footages like chainsaws, Gears of War, out of video games, as opposed to tackle the gun laws. I just wanted to know a little bit about that. Personally, in my opinion, the gun laws, just I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Swordfish, but John Travolta said, how many Americans would I kill to protect America? And he said, there's not enough Americans in the world for him to kill to protect America. And I think that's what's going on with the gun laws. There is not enough Americans on this planet to kill to change the gun laws. And the only time the gun laws will ever change is if the NRA, Congress, or Senate has a mass shooting of their own. Anyways, can you guys just tell me a little bit about what you thought
Jay,
about...
we're going to get into the games thing. Why don't you, can you take him off? Listen, here's the thing. We can talk about the games issue as far as that. But I mean, as far as like,
well, hold on. Let me just say this real quick. If somebody goes on a mass shooting and is wearing a rack 'em up hat, does that make them employed by me? Hell no, it doesn't. I'm just saying, people want to. What doesn't matter which political party you support. There's assholes on every side, and there's people that are crazy on every side. So, but to sit there and draw that correlation, especially for somebody that's not an American, is not exactly
I think we should focus on. I think what we should do is exit his one thing. And I mean, if you want to talk about something that the caller did mention that it was interesting, was I do think that we as all gamers, we don't want to see gaming tied to that violence. So,
yeah, which, you know what, like, here's the thing, there's absolutely nothing that's going to happen there. It's all just a smoke screen. This is the same stuff Hillary Clinton brought up, compared guns and stuff to addiction, to cocaine and things like that. You had Bill Clinton, who was president during the Columbine shootings, and called out gaming as the reason for that. Right? So it's nothing new. It's not a Trump thing. It's not a party thing. It's just a scapegoat. And the problem is it doesn't really work, because if you go back and watch old westerns back in the day, everybody's shooting and it's super ultra violent, and kids were watching that and they weren't doing it. I think the real issues are big farm, and all these people are on these antipsychotic drugs and depression medications, and those can cause psychotic breaks and things like that, but nobody wants to talk about that. They'd like to kind of talk about these other stuff, which doesn't really make sense. But we appreciate your call, and we'll head on to this next topic, since it's
let's go to the next topic. Remember, games, folks. Games.
Fortnite skipped Xbox crossplay one day, and the next day, it's on there. First of all, Mooch, I want to say this, right? So how the hell are they going to do crossplay with a mobile version of this with PC and console? Like, doesn't it seem like the control schemes for all these are going to be incredibly haphazard and all over the place?
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to be able to balance this, to be honest with you. I myself personally, listen, I was glad to see that Xbox wasn't completely snubbed when we saw it was going to be PS4 and mobile. I think Xbox should be in there. I mean, if they're all in there anyway, crap, we should.
Yeah, like Xbox, if I ever happen to play that game, that shit's going to be clicked off for me anyway.
Absolutely. I was going to say, it doesn't apply to us. I'm not playing with mobile devices. Right? I don't even.
Dude, you would be in the worst situation to play with a mobile device crossing with PC and Xbox. Like, you're the worst off. And not only that, but I had heard that if you're a PC player with a keyboard, you can build and shoot at the same time.
Right. You can put them on your hotkeys, so things end up moving at like lightning speed. It's already fast as it is on controller. It's twice as fast, if not more, with a PC. I mean, I'm with you on that crap. That's my whole thing with that. I think that crossplay for me is the never was. I think that's it's a buzz term, right? People like to say things like 4K, crossplay. These are buzzwords. People like to put them in their tweets with hashtags. But the thing about crossplay is it's a beautiful word for Microsoft or PC or Sony or the media to use, but it's not really a word that we use. Like, you know what I mean? When was the last time you struck up your PS4 or your Xbox and you sat there and you were like, you know what? Crossplay today. Like, you don't do that. You're not like, I can't wait to sit down and log on with 150 PC players. You've never said that. You won't say that. Again, we are in the generation of options, right? We have to have options. So if you want to put the option in there, knock yourself out. But it should remain an option, which we're hearing more and more now, crap. I think your worries are being put to rest for the most part, not all of them, because it is up to developer intuition. It's up to them. It's their decision, not ours. But we can take that call. But I don't think you're gonna have to worry about.
I'm not specifically worried about it, but it's like, this is like, at least they're giving you an option to turn that shit off. I can't understand the type of person that would be like, sure, let me go play against these people that can whoop my ass with better controller options. You know, like, to me, no matter which one you're playing on, like, I don't want to, like, as a console player, I don't want an advantage over someone else either.
No, I don't. I want to play the game the way it was intended. I want to play fair.
Exactly, you know. So MNC Mornings, what's up? Hot topics today, apparently.
Hey, Mooch and Crap, I'm Chris. I'm from Colorado. So last time I called was actually on your guys' second episode, I believe, which was a long time. So I'm a long time fan of MNC Mornings. So quickly, I just wanted to express some concern I have for Forza. the franchise, because I'm sure that Forza Horizon 4 is gonna be awesome, you know, especially with on Xbox One X. But after that, next year, if they announce Forza Motorsport 8, I feel like at this point they're kind of milking it, to be honest, because like I think it's gonna have that Call of Duty effect now, that Assassin's Creed effect, where every year they kept coming out with the franchise because people like the first few, but then later on it just kind of starts degrading, you know. And I haven't seen a game yet that hasn't gone through that, you know, because obviously it's impossible for a company to come out with a perfect game every year. And so I feel that Forza at this point, like after 4, they should kind of take a break, maybe until next generation. I don't know, depending if it's like 2020, I believe, and come out with an astonishing Forza that they took a long time working on, because I just feel like at this point it's a bit too much, you know. Let me know what you guys think.
Yeah, I mean, you know what, Crap? I'll speak first on that. I actually somewhat agree with the caller. But that's also coming from someone like
100%.
That's fine. But I agree. The reason is because I don't really care for racing games. That's not my thing.
Exactly.
And the fact that it comes out every year, I don't think we need that every year. I just don't.
I do. I think we do. And
like,
I
are cars changing that much that turning left matters that much?
Each game, and you don't have to buy it, right? Like that's the great thing.
Yeah, but it does saturate. It does saturate.
Maybe, but I mean, look, each one's doing better than the last. So,
well, that's what I was gonna say. You're not gonna get it to end until people are not buying it. They are completely
different. Like me, I'm jonesing for the new Horizon game. Right?
Horizon, now, listen, I agree with you.
Exactly.
But let me tell you why you're wrong.
Well, just you don't like the simulation game.
Yeah.
So that's not a reason to go, oh well, this should take time off, because they added so much in this new game from the last one that it's unbelievable.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they should keep doing it, and people don't have to buy it. But I'm looking forward to the new Horizon one. And I'll look forward to the one after that. Like that's like saying MLB The Show should skip a year. Right? Like, hell no, this is racing games, man. Just do what you do. Those are some of the, like, we get so few games as it is, and now people are like, you know, let's.
There's our new. Thank you, Michael Churchello. Appreciate it. Yes. You get to be the first person to enjoy our first new sound bit from Jay's Toys.
Yeah, so I mean, look, we get so few games as it is, and now you're like, let's take a break from the ones we do get. Fuck that.
Well, yeah, but Crap, see, that's not what he's saying. You took it and you put it into a different platform. That's not what he's saying. He's not saying, hey, I'm not getting a lot of games, so take the one I'm getting and throw that in the garbage. That's not what he's saying. And you have to look at what's going on here. I think that you want to kind of lead. Like, there's just not enough change between.
There is a ton of change.
Between Forza 6 and Forza 7, there's a ton of change.
There is a ton of change. Forza 7 is the first one to give us dynamic weather in game. That's a fucking amazing accomplishment.
The difference between 5 and 6.
Well, there's a huge difference between 5 and 6. 5 had the least amount of content out of any Forza game. 6 gave us wet weather for the first time. So while it wasn't dynamic, we did get to race in the rain and the puddles, and it was all like, you know, this. So they do so much to really change around.
Yeah, well, you got to hear, but you do have to listen. You're gonna have to rewind this part and listen to yourself what you just said. So when Destiny came out with their $30 for DLC, you were like, "That's crap. That's bullshit. That's just a couple of side missions." Now you're telling me I got to spend $60 for puddles?
No, it's not just puzzles. Really puddles. You're getting completely new tracks. You're getting completely new cars. You're getting
yeah, crap. At 155 miles an hour, I can't tell what the tracks look like. Let's be honest.
And man, dude, if you're not a racing fan,
I'm not. But that's the thing, though. That's the thing. Speaking from the other side of the coin, I've never understood that. But your example's correct. I also buy the baseball games every 3 or 4 years, and I buy the Maddens every 3 or 4 years.
Forza 5 was the worst one of the bunch. Forza 6 improved a bunch. Forza 7 absolutely is the most complete simulation racing game I've ever experienced.
So, and with that being said, 8 is probably okay to wait a few. And even though you're going to say no.
I wouldn't wait a few.
What are they going to do? What are they going to put in the new one?
They could add snow. There's
maybe the sun. You said $60 for some snow.
Yeah, dude. I'm all for it.
I'm just saving these notes so when you get upset for ridiculous DLC later on in the year.
Thing. Destiny, what they did was charge you money for shit that was already on the disc, and that you shouldn't have.
Crap.
Shouldn't be
You
charging
just said puddles and snow.
Yeah,
That's
dude, it's
programmed in 6 years ago.
No, it's also you can't do that 6 years ago. That's the thing.
I don't know. Listen. You can say you like it. I can say I don't. But I mean, realistically, what you're saying that's been added in the past 2 Forzas. Yes, I understand the technology. Technology always gets better every 2 years, right? That goes for graphics cards, goes for games, goes for anything.
Imagine if they stopped if they'd had no Forza Motorsport 7 last year.
Right.
What would our games have been?
Well, see, that's not what the caller's talking about. So you're taking it and you're jumping it to another. You're saying if I take that away, now what do I do? That's a different conversation. Then I'm with you. I'm like, well, no, we can't do that, right? But I'm saying to you, what if Forza Motorsport 7 came out this year? Would that have been the end of the world? Absolutely not. It wouldn't have mattered. It would not have mattered. Now, maybe like you're saying, lineup-wise, it would have mattered.
It comes out every 2 years, and some people like the Motorsports a lot.
I know.
Some people like the Horizons a lot. Some people buy both, like me.
Well, yeah, but
don't try and take my games away from me because you're not a fan of it.
But you did hear. It's not that they're taking them away from you. They didn't say they wanted them to go away. They just want them
not going away.
Take some time and spread them out a little bit more. I don't think that gives the developer more time. It gives you more content that you could bake into it. Like,
they're already launching with the most content of any racing game that comes out, though.
Yeah, but that's as you've said in multiple videos just in the past 2 months. That's not saying much because their competition's awful.
Yeah, well, if you're coming out with a game and people are buying it and liking it, why would you stop just because a few people that aren't fans of it anyway? Like, you're not a fan of motorsport, so who would take your opinion on that seriously?
Right, that's true.
Like,
that's
true.
You're not a fan of
Destiny, right?
Right, you're not a fan of Destiny.
I don't have any real say on Destiny. Like, I couldn't give a shit. Like, nobody should.
You've got a lot to say on Destiny.
I do, but it's just like it's retarded.
You've got a lot to say on Destiny.
It's retarded for me to say it or for anybody to take it seriously because I already don't like the game.
Right. And don't get me wrong.
Like,
I'm looking at it for more than listen. I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of a Forza fan, and I'm saying yes. As exciting as it is to get that new IP, or not new IP, but the new game every 2 years, I wouldn't necessarily be. I don't think I would be appalled. I'm just. I guess you would be. But I don't know. I mean, Jay, do you play racing games? Now, listen, I agree with you, but let me tell you why you're wrong. That's great. I don't know. I personally, I don't think he's necessarily. He didn't say cancel the program.
Well, I know, but
put it off.
I don't want to skip any time.
Look at how great. Okay, let me give you this example then, Crap. Look at how great Assassin's Creed was. You could not stop raving about it, and they took a year off.
I liked it.
Wasn't a bad idea. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying get rid of Forza.
I missed it the year that it didn't come out.
Yeah, but look what you got. A much better game that ran better and everything.
Well, it wasn't that that really didn't have much to do with them taking a year off. That team started work on that years prior.
Well, it does though, Crap, because if they didn't decide to skip a year, that team that you're talking about would have had 1 year less to get that out, and you could have seen
they
that.
Needed the extra year for that. If there ever comes a time where fucking turn 10 is like, God damn it, Microsoft, we're gonna need some more time on this, then by all means.
Right. Well, hey, look, like I said,
if you're getting your games out on time and they're brilliant the way they are
brilliant.
Do what you got to do.
Forza's a brilliant game. I agree with you. There's not much that they actually have to do differently.
No, I think the Assassin's Creed game this year.
You gave a great
last one.
You gave a great example with the MLB game, and you nailed my buying habits. You're like, well, that means you don't need to buy an MLB game every year. I don't. I love baseball more than probably anybody.
Madden, but a lot of people do. Like I buy Madden every year.
Yeah, see, I buy Madden usually every 2 to 3 years.
Yeah,
I bought it in 17. No, I bought it in 18,
and that's fine. Like some people,
and now I won't buy it for a few years.
I'm sure some people do that with the racing games and stuff, but for me personally, I buy my shit that I like, and if I don't want to buy it, then I don't buy it.
Right,
and that's what's great about it, right? Yeah. It's not hurting anybody it being out there. It's not like they're bad. They're putting out bad versions of games. They're the best versions.
Right.
Well, that's the most content.
Listen, here's the good news. Forza's selling very well. So with Forza selling well, your argument holds water.
Damn right.
It's true. It's true. But somebody said, hey, take the year off yourself if you're not a Forza fan, which I agree. And I think that happens to a certain degree.
Hey, we can move on to another topic
absolutely.
though. The Division 2 announced. Cool, I guess. Bam will be
Yeah.
happy, and Boom.
Bam's really happy. Boom,
Yeah.
and apparently, the other 8 people. But I don't know. For some reason, I'm ready to go in again and try it. I want to get. I think the developers have come out and said they've learned from their mistakes. This and that. Those damn developers. There they are. God bless you, Steve.
Man, what a steady guy.
Look at that. You gotta love the crowd in there too.
Yeah, he gets them clapping, so that's good. Yeah. For me personally, I don't know. Like, here's the thing with the Division for me. They promise different areas, different stories, and things like that. You know what I mean? And
I'm gonna give it a shot. I'll give it a shot.
I'll give it a shot because I give a lot of things a shot. But I mean, that doesn't mean that it'll be good. They really have to. They really had something there. That first week was great. I was like, hey, cool. They're gonna do these other places in New York where it'll be story, and I'll play with my friends again.
Yes.
And they never did that. They gave you some kind of horde mode and some other crap, and the leveling up was terrible, and you never knew. It was always confusing. That's why I always look at Sea of Thieves as something that's gonna be able to top the success of those type of games, because if you miss time, it doesn't matter. You don't need a certain light level or something to do something. You don't need a certain gun level to be in a dark zone or whatever. It was like, it was just that whole thing was ridiculous. So hopefully they learn from their mistakes. There's a blueprint on what not to do now with those type of games. Destiny, and the Division 1. I have I'll maybe go check that game out. I don't know why I would once it gets to 4K.
Can you imagine that board meeting? Things not to do in the Division 2, and the number one thing is the Division 1. That would be really funny at that board meeting.
That's
hey,
exactly
why are we on the board? You know why we're on the board. Now get to work.
That's exactly what I would say. So, it's look, I'm all for more games.
Right.
Maybe this will probably be one that Microsoft has some kind of marketing deal with. We sure as hell know they won't get exclusive time content.
No,
but they'll at least have a marketing deal with an Xbox logo at the end. So good job, Phil.
Right, outstanding. And guys, we try to let you know before the half we do have well, I don't know if it's gonna be a pony prize or not, but we're gonna have a prize before we have a special interview that we're gonna be conducting at the halfway mark with an executive, and then we have a giveaway after the interview.
If you guys see the pony come across the screen, call in. You're gonna actually win a game. The brand new one. So make sure you guys check that out, and it's gonna be pretty kick ass. Sea of Thieves hit, like, it was basically at 1 million people according to their counter during that awesome Inside Xbox show yesterday.
Right.
I woke up long enough to see 1 million people across, like, it is pretty evenly spaced, right? Like a certain amount of people on the 4-man ship, and some of them on the smaller one, and some of them on the 1-man ships. Like, I'm surprised at how many people actually, do the 1-man thing. That's so weird to me.
There's a lot of people that do that. That's what I've also seen. I don't understand it myself personally, but like I have seen a lot of people being like, I'm looking forward to playing with my friends on Sea of Thieves because I've only been going out on the 1-man ship. And like, I'm sorry. And I know I'm maybe alone in this, but like playing that game alone, I understand maybe it's very therapeutic for you to go out there and look at the waves, right? But like, I don't really play a game to, listen to the seagulls and just kind of chill back on a boat.
It seems like a bore to me, to be honest with you.
Right.
Just going out there by yourself, you wouldn't really stand a chance. You got nobody to watch your back. Like that does not sound like very much fun to me.
I did notice with this past weekend, because I played for 3 hours or so with Noof on Friday night, and I will say this much, Crap. It looks like the seas are much, much more inhabited by other sailors now. There's a lot more people out there. We got into pirate fights a few times.
Well, they're testing more. Like we're closer to the release,
right?
So they're testing. They're stress testing the servers and the actual things. What we were testing before was was other things. So now we're gonna be testing more and more of what's actually gonna be in the game.
Yes,
and I think that bodes well. So the fact that so many people are playing these games, I think that's awesome.
Right.
Over a million, like, wow.
That's a lot of people. I'm really interested. I am more interested than most, I think, to see how these numbers do as we progress through the month of April. I'm hoping it holds at that number. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think because a million's a lot, crap. That's a lot of people. So can it hold those people? That is so interesting to me to see if this game can do that. Like, that's the thing. You guys gotta understand, a lot of the times that I do a lot of this podcasting, I'm very interested in watching the business take place and how it unravels. And to see the hype train go from Sea of Thieves, which was very, very low if you go back 3-4 months ago, to how high it spiked in such a short period of time before release now with the closed beta coming out and now the open beta. And now we're going we're a week away from the launch, basically. And you know what I mean? And the hype is continuing to escalate. So we're there. This tea kettle is ready to burst. At this point, when we launch on March 20th and everyone's out there, how long will people stay out there, and what will Rare do to give people the confidence to keep coming back? And that's what I'm genuinely excited to see. I mean, that's the neat thing about a game like this. And it's unusual, crap, because you had mentioned earlier in the show that you're very, very much into roadmaps. Yeah. And I understand they didn't give us a roadmap for Sea of Thieves. We did get a treasure map. Yeah. Okay, with a riddle or two. And shout out to Jez Gordon, who did a great 3-page article on it. But I still don't know a lot about the actual game itself. They're holding their cards very tight to their chest.
Oh, well, I mean, they did announce like there was the new treasure chest for the gold bananas and stuff. So I think, there's the Kraken, there's a different I mean, we know what the game is. Yeah, you can build your own fort with your own hideout. There's the raid type situations on the islands. There's going to be the Kraken. There's going to be other people that you're going to have to deal with. There's the different factions that you sign up with. You can either bounty hunt with the one.
What's going to be
a pirate legend?
The one thing I'm missing, crap, that maybe you can help me with and help the audience for the folks that are out there that are like me. Between the like, as you've said, the incendiary, like the low level chest grabbing, which is, you know what I mean, like the loot chests. Except for those chests that you go and get, except for what is the in-between things, which on Destiny they call the strikes. What is it that, or the dailies, you know what I mean? What is it that we're going to be doing on a daily basis besides the small chest gathering?
Well, you saw it, like our gathering. You gather the animals, the chickens or the pigs, which apparently it's hard to catch those pigs. You get good money for those when you bring them in. You always have to constantly watch your back because any turn can be. Are there larger scale quests that you're aware of?
I
mean, I'm sure there are, and there's, like I said, there's the bounties and stuff where you hunt the monsters and the bigger treasures, and they do have the raids, and they're going to have dailies and all that kind of stuff too. So there's going to be a ton of stuff to do.
Did they give us the bounties yet? Have we seen a bounty?
So.
No, right? So do you think they'll have like a bounty board at the at one of the hubs?
Yeah, like you build up your own hideout and stuff, which I think is pretty cool.
That is
the customization on your ship. I like that stuff as well. So
I liked how Jamie Moran, shout out to Jamie. Jamie had made a post yesterday saying, "I can't wait to get the golden hook." So there's all kinds of things to aspire to get to make your character look that much better. And I assume that you can do that by doing multiple quests, and earning that kind of treasure.
Yeah. So I mean, it seems like they've got a pretty good handle on what's going on, and it's very exciting to me anyway.
Thank you. Shout out to Stop 6 Doc, and thank you, Stop 6. We would really appreciate Patreon. Crap did a great promo in the beginning, but in all honesty, it is all about the Patreon. It helps us to get new products like you're enjoying. You're going to enjoy so much more as we progress through the show. Jay's just kind of the tip of the iceberg here with his new toys that he's got. And these are things provided by our Patreon. So thank you to them. And Stop 6, if you become a Patreon member, that would be very gracious. We'd appreciate that.
That's pretty damn awesome. We have, let's see, another topic.
Oh, Jay, crap, we haven't done any voicemails. Just, I want to throw that out there. Not to
but look, I figure we could handle the top five in the first half. And then we only have 5. We can hit those easily because technically we started 10 minutes late anyway.
That is true. We're on. Yeah, that's Mooch. We're on Mooch and Crap time.
Yeah. So State of Decay 2 won't have microtransactions, and it got its first gameplay footage. I thought it looked better than I thought it would.
Right.
I wish we would have got some Xbox gameplay. Probably they're saving that up for the big next month's Inside Xbox. I can hardly wait.
Right.
I'm already anticipating that show. So I think it looks good. It's more State of Decay.
it's more
no microtransactions sounds cool.
Right.
Although I wouldn't have minded some microtransactions for outfits or clothes or whatever. To be honest with you.
So there's none. There's not even going to be cosmetics.
No, there's none.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I mean
that's weird, huh?
That's a them. Well, maybe then there's going to be enough ample selection in the game that you don't have to go outside the box and buy it. Yeah. I don't.
Yeah.
I guess I can't say that's a negative. To be honest with you, I don't care. I don't. Very, very, very rarely. Come on, guys. Hashtag mooching. Am I going to go out there and buy, right? I'm not buying a cap unless I can earn it.
Well, I have to be honest. I would totally buy something for a game like that you're playing. Like with PUBG. Like if I had the option to buy stuff on that, I would, because the stuff that you get out of the crates is horrendous.
Right.
It's horrible.
Yeah, I would actually. Yeah. Well, here's my thing. Oh, so you're saying you would pay if you could pick what you wanted? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
I would definitely do that. I think that's a lot of people would, and I would do that for State of Decay. You know, you buy a couple crates, get some different clothes or whatever, like look different from other people that you're playing with. I think that's how many, like, you don't want to look exactly like your friend.
I agree. I totally agree. I think that's actually one of the things in Fortnite. If you're an Amazon Prime deal,
you know, that's what we need, Jay. Get to work on some of that we can actually play some of that. Like,
look up some of that 1990 The Grind from MTV. If we can get that, please.
Hey, I don't mean beatbox myself, you know.
Do it, Jay. No, but you know what, crap? But there's a lot of people that are like the first like 10. 15, 100 rounds you play in Fortnite, you're the generic person. And there's people that I'm like, oh, how'd you get that outfit? How'd you get that outfit? Some people bought it. Some people are like, oh, no. But if you're an Amazon Prime member, you can put into your Twitch Prime and you can get a couple of cool outfits. So I did that. And just some neat stuff. You know what I mean? Like you said, you don't want to be running around looking like every other, rando in the game.
Yeah.
So I get that. I don't think that's a problem at all if they decide down the line,
but you stick out. Like people know that you're an easy mark.
Yeah, they're like, there's a target. He just started the game.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, for me personally, that's what I would prefer. You know, if you could do something like that. So it seemed a little bit weird to me, especially since Microsoft, it's a service kind of game, and you would expect maybe Microsoft to kind of treat it that way. You
would expect that. I don't know, for some reason. I don't know why they don't, but just another mystery in the world of Redmond. Something in the coffee up there.
Yeah, something anyway. I don't know, but like it is a little bit odd, right? Like,
it's very odd. Yeah, no, it really is. Jay, you got to release a pony at some point. We have a pony prize to give away the first half of the show. And don't do
it right now. Let's.
Do we want to do it during the voicemails, or do we want to just do it randomly?
Just randomly. Maybe soon.
But we should probably take a voicemail. Crap, I would. We are approaching the halfway mark.
We might as well take one. Yeah,
sure.
Okay, so we've got Gold Lion X23 on deck.
Nice Gold Lion. Consistency with Gold Lion.
Mooch, crap, JDUBBS, Gold Lion X23. Since the Nintendo Switch has sold 12, 13 million consoles in its first year or under a year, whatever, what titles would you like to see Nintendo reprise that's not on the system right now? I know they're gonna do a Smash Brothers, but I'm waiting for something like Donkey Kong or anything like that to maybe come out. Let me know. Look, keep up the good work, guys. Great show. I'll holler.
Well, what do you think, Crap? What's your take on the whole Switch?
For the Nintendo Switch thing?
Yeah, well, he's saying basically the Switch sold 13, 14 million in its first year, which I even thought it was a little higher than that. But
I think it is. Well,
I don't know what his. I couldn't hear, the phone call was going in and out. But my whole thing behind it is I really think that the Switch, what they've done right is they corrected the issues with the Wii U. The Wii U was not fully portable. They kind of said, take this tablet around your house, which you couldn't even leave the room you were in. And they perfected it. They've made it so that the tablet is the console is the tablet. And they went after the iPad market and they won. I mean, they really aren't in competition. People are like, what do you think about this? What do you think about that with Xbox and PlayStation? I almost don't put them in competition with Microsoft and and Sony, because they're actually more in competition with the iPad gaming market. Not the iPad itself, because the iPad does tremendously more things. But like the iPad's gaming market is what they're trying to go after. Like you're seeing a lot of indie games over there, right? Crap, you're seeing a lot of the old school 2D side-scrolling games. You're seeing a lot of, you can do a touchscreen simulation like they have on a lot of those. Those are the types of things you can have on the show, on that platform. And Microsoft and Sony can't do that, or they can, but it gets buried. So I think that's what. So pardon me, too much. I have a cold, as you can tell. But that's what Nintendo was going for, and it was a successful attempt, and they did it. They knocked it out of the park.
Hey, the Nintendo did what Nintendo does best. And you can't fault them for that. They struck at the right time for this. They struck at the wrong time for the Wii U. This is what people wanted. You have I use it as a console. Some people use it as more of a handheld. I think that it's a fine as either one, and it really plays to people that are on that kind of go lifestyle.
Right.
You can play it at home.
Oh, we have a winner.
Oh, we have a winner. Who won, Jay?
Who won?
Who was it?
Then
The winner was Tony Brennan.
Okay, Tony Brennan, you won a copy of the Darwin Project.
Nice.
Which is the new. This is going to be the latest craze. It's brand new. It's in the preview program. It is going to be awesome. I was playing some of it yesterday. Pretty fun game. Interesting stuff. So you've won, and we'll give Jay. We'll let Jay.
What do you think, though? Crap. Let's talk about that for a second. What the Darwin Project? Basically, it's a 10-person battle royale. But the emphasis is not on weapons; it's more on gear and
surviving
armor.
the wilderness and stuff, because you're out in the cold, so you got to build fires and stuff like that. It's interesting, to say the least. Wasn't real sure. Like they closed the area, like a certain area you're not allowed to be in, but I couldn't tell where the hell that was on the map when I was playing it. So I'm gonna have to go back and give it a try and see what's up there, because it was interesting. That was one of Microsoft's big games at E3 last year.
Right. Well, here's my thing, Crap. Right. I think that the funny thing about it is I like how they're doing a spin on Battle Royale. This is interesting, right? Because everybody thought they would be Battle Royale out by the end of 2018, and you may be. But what I'm saying to you is that this company said, okay, how do we do Battle Royale, but not just follow the exact same chemistry that we see in PUBG and Fortnite? And so they have the same theory of that, survivability aspect in there. But instead of looking around for guns, like you said, you're starting fires, you're starting this, doing that, and it's for survivability of a different nature. It's gear and withstanding the elements, things like that.
To be honest, I'm already getting Battle Royale out. And supposedly we're getting Call of Duty Battle Royale modes and
Red Dead Battle Royale and Ghost Recon Battle Royale. Yeah, everything. Halo. I've heard that from a few people now. You want to say, we can say it as comical, you can say it as real, but I've heard Halo is going to have a version of Battle Royale in it. And listen, that world, that's exciting to just see, because I would love to walk around in a world that's encompassed into the Halo theme, if you will. I think that would be absolutely amazing to see.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Microsoft also recently just renewed the trademark for Shadowrun, which is one of their games that would probably fit that mode pretty well, which I thought was interesting because I did a video on that. I don't know. Like, does everything need a battle royale mode?
Well, yeah, but Crap, you know what? And I'm with you, because no, it doesn't. You're right. It doesn't. But did everything for the past 12 years need a team deathmatch mode? And we got it for so long.
Yes.
It was in everything, right?
Every game needed that.
Call
that's
of
the
Duty,
simplest.
Gears, we got it in Uncharted. I mean, it was just in everything. It was like, all right, I get it. It works. And this works. And it's different.
Yeah.
So I kind of like it when... What if we get battle royale modes in a lot of games, Crap, as a mode, and then you also still have your team deathmatch and your capture the flag? It's neat that they'll throw it in there. Here's the thing I'm concerned about. What if all these games put in battle royale mode and they start taking out your other modes that you liked? Like what is it? One in the Chamber. There's all these different games that they had.
I don't like those other ones.
Well,
I like Team Death and Domination.
which is fine. That's where the majority of people lay.
Yeah.
But I mean, there are people I know that do like those. I mean, they have kept them in, all the Call of Duty since the beginning of time for the most part. So, or their variation of it. And I'm concerned that Battle Royale mode takes so much more planning and time for the developers that maybe we're going to lose some other modes due to Battle Royale.
Hey, who wants to see an interview that we did? Hit that like button. We've got a fantastic interview that we can't wait to share with you guys. Well, let's get some more likes on there, and then we're going to boot this interview up with a fantastic person from Xbox, actually.
Yes, we have an Xbox executive interview that you guys are just going to love. Absolutely adore.
Yeah, so you guys are going to definitely want to hit that like button and let's get that cranked up.
In the meantime, why don't we do another voicemail while people go ahead and hit that like button?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yes, feel free, folks. It's the thumbs up.
Who do we got, Jay? Jay could be taking
He's probably taking a call.
Good morning, Mooch and Jay. This is Shawnee Doors 1212 from Xbox Live, wishing you a good morning from wet and windy Wales in the UK. My question this week is, with Sony pulling the move to exclude a Xbox from crossplay, should Microsoft now play real hardball with future updates of Minecraft and give Sony a taste of their own medicine? That's my question for this week. Have a good show, and I'm gone.
What do you think, Crab?
Well, we already kind of handled that. It looks like it's a false flag. We don't have to worry about it. We're getting shitty crossplay. So,
but I mean, I still think that I liked his idea of just like Microsoft using Minecraft as more of like a bait for future things. They did that earlier this year, right? Where they said, well, you won't get the updated version
they are going to get the update. So, I mean, they're not going to get the Play Together update or whatever. So, I mean, they kind of already are. We'll see.
Shocked to see Microsoft do that.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? If you can't, the whole update is based around playing together. So if you don't want to play together, then what can you do? It's kind of a catch-22 or whatever. So I don't know.
I totally agree.
What do you think, Jay? Can we roll our?
Why don't we roll our interview?
Yeah, everything's set. Everything's ready.
Okay, guys, I really want you to sit down. Grab your coffee. Enjoy this in-depth. It's one of 69 episodes, so I hope you guys enjoy the first of 69 episodes interview with this top Xbox executive.
Yes. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the MNC Morning special interview. We have a 69-part interview set with the one and only Mike Ibarra from Xbox. You guys know him. You love him. He really killed it when he went out there and announced backwards compatibility E3 a couple years ago. Mike, so what's been going on lately?
Well, CrapGamer, I gotta tell ya, seriously, my friend, I'm suffering from the worst whiplash because of all the rubber banding that we've got in PUBG. I don't know how much more I can take of this. Hopefully, at some point in time, these guys get this game patched so we can move forward. If not, I'm going to be in rough shape by the time I get up on the E3 stage.
Why is it, Mike, that the Xbox version hasn't actually caught up to the PC version as of now?
Well, come on, Mooch. I mean, actually, it's the Xbox. I mean, what do you want it to do? Do you want it to be a freaking miracle machine? I mean, seriously, we're doing the best that we can. We've given you guys the Xbox One X. It's the most powerful console in the world. It's not the friggin' Olympics here. It can't run faster than we can program it. It is what it is.
That's actually a really good point, Mike. I'm glad you kind of put me in my place there.
Mike, I was curious because I'm sure a lot of Xbox fans are wondering, as myself, I wonder as well. What's your favorite game console between Xbox One, PS4, and Nintendo Switch? Like, which one's your favorite?
Well, personally, Crap, I mean, I am paid to say that it is the Xbox One. That's a no-brainer. But secretly, between you guys and your panel and everybody in the chat, I gotta admit, it is the Nintendo Virtual Boy. I'm still seeing freaking red after all these years. It's crazy, but I've never gotten over that initial experience. I really, really enjoyed it. It's a great little console. It's not very portable, but hell, neither was a Neo Geo, but hey, that is what it is. I like the Virtual Boy. What can you say? It's all about virtual reality. Nintendo was ahead of its time.
Yes, good. That's a good question. Mooch, you got a question for Mike?
Yeah, actually, I have a few of them. We all adored the previous code name for the X. It was AKA, the Scorpio. Big hit amongst fans. So that being said, what's the current code name for next gen's console?
It's right now it's Project Last Place because that's where we are. We've got a lot of catching up to do. So Project Last Place is where we're gonna sit. That's the code name for now until we come up with something more creative. Maybe like Project Export. I don't know. We're still working on the names, but we'll get there.
I think that's something that it's catchy.
It makes a lot of sense actually. When you think about it, especially after seeing that Xbox, this is Xbox show. It's all coming together now for me anyway. Mike, why does it seem like that you advertise more for PlayStation and Nintendo and their games more on social media than you do Xbox? Like, is there some kind of reasoning behind this, or what's the deal with that?
Well, simply put, Crap, it is because we are last place. We got no games. I mean, how can we advertise if essentially we haven't been giving the games to actually promote? So we're doing what we can with what we can, and hopefully, at some point in time, we'll get some games. It might be a new remastered version of Pong. I know that PlayStation is really good with the remasters. You seem to be great at it. So we'll see where we get. But right now, we're last place, and we've got a lot of catching up to do.
That's good.
Good point, man. I would be down for a remastered version of Pong, especially if we could get it in. Do you think, just a quick bonus question, would that be able to do 4K 60 on the One X, Mike?
I can wholeheartedly verify that Pong remastered on the X will run a perfect 4K 60, but I hate to disappoint PlayStation 4 Pro fans. No, it's not going to even hit 1440p. It just doesn't have the processing power. That's why we've given the X, the extra CPU cores and the extra RAM so it can perform at its best. I mean, who doesn't want 60 frames a second Pong remastered? I mean, come on.
Good point, Mike. Let's wrap up this first edition. Mooch, what's your final question for Mike?
Last
here?
question. I like to stick, do the bookends with my questions. Power is the new P's everyone's counting. So will we have 10 or 12 T-flops of power in the next generation Xbox?
Let me just say this to you, Mooch. There's going to be enough power in the next Xbox. That's guaranteed. There's going to be more flopping in the next Xbox than you're going to see at the seniors' home, okay? It's going to be an absolutely incredible console. It's going to have at least 12 teraflops. This thing is going to be not just a monster. It's going to be an abomination. It is going to be amazing.
Well, that's great. That's good to know. Crap, I got to tell you, I'm glad we're doing this in another 68 installments.
Yeah, we have 68 more installments, so you guys stick around, and we'll be bringing them back. Mike, thank you for your time.
Yes,
is there anything that you want to leave the fans with before you go?
You guys really have a fantastic show. I really want to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your schedule to have me on. I really enjoyed being here. Looking forward to see where the Xbox goes. Hope that you guys have enjoyed the latest episode of Inside Xbox. And all you guys are awesome. Thank you for having me here. And I just wanted to say that I am looking forward to doing the next 68 episodes. It's going to be a long and exciting journey.
Perfect. That was great. I'll be honest with you. It was informative. That's what people wanted to know. I want to thank the great Mike Ibarra.
Thanks to Mike Ibarra for stopping by. Like you said, we have 68 more shows.
Yes.
So yeah, get ready. If you guys have any questions that you would like us to ask Mike, we'll go ahead and please do that. Yeah,
like JDUBBS, send them to JDUBBS or send to us on Twitter, and we'll make sure that we ask them in our next. I think we're going to be doing it monthly, but we're not sure yet. Crap, right? It could be.
Yeah, I mean, Mike's a busy guy. And they're gearing up for E3 and stuff. Right. So we're going to try to get as many interviews as we can with the guy.
Right.
It's always good to have him on there, though. I did like his answer for the next Xbox's code name.
Yes.
That was pretty good in my opinion. So.
Yes, the audience liked it too. They were up and down about it, but they were really, really enjoying it. No, very cool, guys. We look forward to more interviews with Mike in the future.
Absolutely.
And, no, that was outstanding material. Let's do a voicemail, Jay, if you don't mind.
Who do we got?
We've got Space Cat on deck.
Okay.
Nice.
It's been a long time.
Captain PUBG.
Hey, what's up, Moochy Crap? I was just wondering, when it comes to next generation consoles, like the consoles after the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X, do you think that power is gonna stay important? Or do you think whichever console has the most exclusives when it comes out will, sell the best? Okay.
Space Cat's great.
Here's the thing. I don't think we're going to see a huge leap in graphics next gen.
No.
We might see some more 60 frames games, which is cool. But I think that it's going to come down to the games.
I think it'll come down to games, and I do think it's going to be the frame rate. I think that's what they're going to be measuring next time because the X is already basically flirting
4K
with 4K.
is 4K.
Yeah, it's 4K, right?
Yeah, it's like it's 4K is 4K. So it's kind of hard to really sit there and go, oh, well, can you get 4K here? So it's going to be like come down to the frame rate and the games. You know what I mean? It's like we already see right now that, the graphical capabilities where we're at. Occasionally, if there's 4K assets, you see the Xbox version really tear apart the PlayStation version. But if there's not, most of the time the games look pretty similar. So
that's a great point, Crap. It is about the textures. When those textures aren't added and they're both, one's 1800p and one's 1400p, and there's no difference besides that, you're right. It is hard to see them. Yeah. Same thing we were saying back in the day with the 1080p and the 900p. It was like, stop it already. It's not that big of a deal. But you're right. Once you start adding the 4K lighting and textures, the X takes off.
Yeah.
It's when it gets in the carpool lane and just obliterates the PS4 Pro. But when that's not involved, it's fairly on par with each other. Go ahead, let's take that call.
MNC Mornings, what's up?
Hey, Mooch, Crap, JDUBBS. Hey, you guys are making fun of Pong, but that was actually my very first machine before I got the Atari 2600. But that got me thinking, why don't game systems today release like paddle games or on trackball games? Because trackball games were the shit back in the day. So I was just wondering why in the hell they're not making that stuff today. Thank you.
Probably because nobody wants to play that stuff.
Right. Right.
To be honest with you, I mean,
yeah.
Nobody really wants to play that stuff.
No, nobody really wants to play those old things. And I will say this much though, Crap, and maybe that you may say that nobody wants to play this too. So I don't know. Maybe I'm all alone, but I miss Full House Poker. I miss it. I really do.
Some kind of poker game that
there is, but the Full House Poker used your avatar, and with the emphasis on Avatar 2.0 coming up, I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, why not get to it? We can ask Mike next time he's back. That's a good question.
Yeah, someone write that down. Yeah, let's get that right to Mike. I myself personally though, I think I liked at the end of the night, you get done playing a game, especially if you're a single player, like heavy, and you want to just kind of socialize, hang out. It's cool to be able to just walk in. It was a huge casino. You went in with your avatar, sitting at the table, you're talking on Xbox Live to these other people that are at their avatars, and it's fake gambling, it's goofy stuff, it's all for fun. But it was an absolute blast, And that's something that, like, in the world of, of the whole like Pong and this and that, I think 1 versus 100 should come back. I think Full House Poker needs to come back. I was
never even sure why 1 versus 100 went away. It was such a popular thing. That's another question we can ask Mike when we see him.
Yes.
Like, hey, Mike, what's the deal there, buddy? Yeah. What's the deal, buddy?
Yeah, glad everybody enjoyed the jokes. It was fun. Some people in the chat don't get it. It is what it is. Listen, it is fun to just be able to have a radio show and be able to do something that keeps people entertained every week. And we have a blast making the show. So thank you to everybody who does support us.
Yes, 100%.
Jay, do you want to take us into another voicemail?
Certainly. So we've got Xbox Trigger on deck.
Nice.
Triggered.
Hey Mooch, hey Crap, hey Jay, it's Xbox Trigger from Twitter. And my question today is the PS4 Fortnite exclusivity deal. which they have cross-play and cross progression exclusive PS4, PC, and mobile. Now, my question is, what's the point of the exclusivity deal? What benefit does Sony get? Like, the game is free. Even they don't even need PS Plus to play it. Like Xbox, you need Xbox Live to play the game. So what are they trying to do? Get money or something? I don't get it. What's your guys' opinion on it? That's all. Bye.
Hold on, I missed this question because apparently there's people flipping out about.
It's not people. It's one person, and I wouldn't pay much mind.
Go to hell, dude.
Yeah,
it's called a joke.
It's called a joke. Have fun with it. If you don't like it, there's plenty of news and boring stuff you can tune into on other.
Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of places that you can watch where they'll be like, Xbox is the best box.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Let
like
me wipe my chin.
I think it's just fun to play with everything. Listen, news breaks every week. That's what's so great about the industry. Is the industry things are like, look at even that question that just came in about Fortnite. Like on Crossfire on Friday night when we went into the show, Fortnite was not going to be part the mobile gaming and the crossplay was not including Microsoft. Midway through the show,
we dodged a bullet with that.
Yeah, we did,
and then we get it anyway. Damn it.
Yeah, midway exactly. And then midway through the show on Friday night, it was announced that Microsoft is partaking in it. So listen, it's fun to have fun with everything that's going on in the industry, and that's what we kind of crack jokes and have fun with. It's all in good fun, folks. All in good fun.
What was his question?
His question was about basically, the Fortnite going mobile. I think when he called in, it still wasn't announced that Microsoft was going. They weren't going forward with it. It was just Sony and Android and iOS.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, well, now they are. So,
right.
We do have that. So, you know what's interesting is that, you guys know who Andrew House is, right?
Absolutely.
He's the guy that did some Sony presentations and stuff. He's no longer with them, but there was one. He did manage to do one more sort of announcement for them.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he's talking about special edition PlayStation consoles. And so this one's going to be very interesting. He's talking about their latest console. You guys know they did introduce some, the God of War one, and now they've got another one. Jay, can you play that for us?
Yes. It's all queued up.
I'm interested to see this.
I am too, man. I want to
miss
see
Andrew House.
Yes, I miss him too. Good old Andrew.
Greetings from Sony. How many of you are fans of custom game consoles? No matter the time of year and no matter the occasion, we here at Sony aim to please our fans with the latest and greatest in custom game consoles. You've seen some of our amazing designs before, like the ever-popular Call of Duty Black Ops 3 console, or the Call of Duty World War II console. We're so confident in our products, we don't even have to be accurate to what the camouflage was of the day and age. We also introduced the new God of War bundle. This might be our most epic console yet. You might wonder, how do we come up with such fantastic designs? And the answer is quite simple. We just blindfold zoo animals and let them go to work. Nothing can prepare you for the newest PlayStation 4 console as we embrace the season and give you the Easter Edition console. This fantastic design can be yours for the low price of $449.49. That's right, $449.49. I know what you're thinking. There's no way in hell you'd buy this hideous console, but we at Sony know we can shove whatever crap we want in front of you morons, and you'll buy it anyway. Cause here at Sony, we're better than you, and we know it.
Well, that was great. Maybe that might have been the commercial that sent Andrew right out. They may not have cared for that.
I mean, yeah, if you think about it, man. But I can tell you what. You know who's going to buy that special edition console? I bet Xbox all over that.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
he might be a fan. Xbox was great on Crossfire.
Also, we get a good explanation of the God of War one and why it looks like it does. That goat did the best job that it could.
Yeah,
Clearly.
I mean, guys, we all owe Crap a thing of gratitude for, way to find that last Andrew House bit of work. That was really
exactly.
something.
I mean, it took some time, but we did find it, and I think that that's a really good looking console. $449.49, folks. That's it doesn't get any better than that, in my opinion. So
yeah, I got to be honest with you, Crap. During that commercial, I pre-ordered two.
Man,
yeah.
What are you gonna do with the other one?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you, but I don't like to see Andrew House go, and I'm just baffled that didn't make the airwaves. So I'm going to support it as much as I can.
People actually like that Easter Bunny console more than the Gears of War or the God of War one. That's
it's festive.
Yes,
it's festive.
It is. It's very festive. I gotta say, it's
not surprising at all. It's a gorgeous console.
Isn't it, Jay?
It's beautiful.
It's phenomenal.
It's so good. I love it.
Do we have another voicemail, Jay?
think we have one
Yes,
more.
We do. We have one more, and it's someone who actually called in, but he left a voicemail as well. It's Flemish Boy.
All right.
Hey Jay, Mooch and CrapGamer. It's Flemish Boy here. So yeah, there's some amazing news this week. All the news that came out: Division 2, Black Ops 4, State of Decay 2 getting an announcement, and the gameplay. Far Cry 5 getting a lot of news lately, especially from Xbox. Not so many from PlayStation. I think Xbox is doing something better with the marketing at the moment. Getting a lot of marketing. Yeah, but when I think about Far Cry 5, you see they have the arcade with where you can build whatever you want from. A lot of Ubisoft games gonna be in Far Cry 5 with the buildings, the maps you can build. It's gonna be a long-standing game. I'm thinking as big as one of the service games like Warframe and stuff. This game is gonna be there for years because of the arcade and the many ways to play it. I think it's gonna be amazing, really. That's one game I'm gonna sure buy in May to have fun with. So yeah, I know it's coming out this month, but yeah, I need to wait till May. But yeah, okay, that's it. I just want to tell you guys that. Yeah, have fun. Bye.
All right, he's a Far Cry 5 fan. Good.
He's definitely a Far Cry 5 fan. I'll be honest with you, I'm right there with you, Flemish. I'm a big fan of Far Cry. I am looking very forward to Far Cry 5. I like that world, and I like that. I was watching some of the inside stuff, crap, and they were getting into the fact that this is not going to be a game where you just start it and it goes, okay, now go over there. Okay, now go over here. Okay, now climb this tower and it unlocks this new area of the map. They got rid of all of that. So there's still all of these elements in it, but you can just wander, and it's not a huge map. That's the other thing that's really great. It's not a massive map from what I'm hearing. It's a decent map, but it's not like, Horizon Zero Dawn or GTA 5. You know what I mean? It's a map it's reachable. Some people were saying it's almost like Alan Wake-ish in the fact that like you can go into these small gas stations, you know what I mean? These small stores, and you get these tasks, and then you can do them or not do them based upon how you want to attack the game. I've also heard it has a very strong story. So I'm interested in this. Now, a lot of people are saying, hey, Mooch, if you're into it, are you playing co-op? Because the whole game is co-op, except for the intro, the intro story.
Yeah.
I got to be honest with you, crap. I hope it allows me to have 2 save slots at least, because I wouldn't mind going through with a friend, but I really wouldn't mind trucking through this for the most part solo and enjoying some of the story in this. I think it's going to be a great game. I'm really, really looking forward to it. I don't know. I know you're on the fence with it, but it's got potential.
I'll play it if somebody wants to. If I can mooch a copy for sure.
Right. Hashtag mooching, folks, in full effect. It's in
absolutely. Other than that, I don't know if I'll be able to get it, man. It's with a lot of stuff coming out. Like you saw the birthday haul that I got, man. I mean, come on, man.
You are so switched in right now.
I know, right? Like,
Nintendo.
It was ironic that when I was like, oh, okay, let me like get this stuff together. It was all Nintendo stuff, man. So, but I did finally get that SNES Classic, which.
What do you think? What's your take on it?
I like it. I'm putting.
What game have you kind of focused on? I mean, I know.
You know what? I like. There's a lot in here to like. I'm a big Super Mario World fan, so like that was one that I kind of went to. I also was a big fan of the original Star Fox, and so yeah, and I Super Metroid is a game that's The Last of Us for the Super Nintendo, because that game came out already after I think the N64 was out, or about to come out or something. So it was like very late in the life cycle of that,
right?
And so I definitely think that's a hugely underrated game. It came out at a really bad time. So.
It did. I myself personally, I went right for the Castlevania game that was in there. I loved it. But nostalgia is a hell of a drug. I'm not playing it as much as I thought I would. I think that's my whole thing with the nostalgia, right? I think we want these games, and that kind of brings up another issue. You know, we've got Crash Bandicoot, and I know you've played it on PlayStation already, but I haven't bought it yet, and I want to get it. But do I want to get it? Is the question. You guys got to be
Nostalgia is a
asking that
hell of a
yourselves.
drug.
It sure is, Mooch. And, right? I mean, isn't that something? I think that. What do you think, Crap? Do you think a lot of Xbox people are buying Crash?
I don't know. I don't know. Probably not as many as which bought those you know, those on Xbox, you know what I mean, or on PlayStation. I just think that you know, that's a very nostalgia PlayStation driven thing, you know. So I foresee some people buying it, but it's not going to do nearly as well. I think that there's probably a big amount of Switch users that'll get it. That game like really screams Switch to me for some reason.
Yeah.
You know? So.
No, I mean, I think you said what you said is right. There's certain games that just feel like they belong on certain platforms, right?
Yeah.
And like we were saying, I would say Crash kind of feels more at home on Sony. And I think, for example, like Call of Duty, you know, not to say they're not in the same league, but Call of Duty, but I just feel like it belongs on Xbox. It plays better, feels better, the controller. And I think sometimes with platforming games, you put the DualShock 4 in your hand, and it does actually feel a little bit better to play some of those old platformers, those nostalgic games. Same thing with, like, you know, Shadow of the Colossus that you played, I played. That stuff was very, very, I think, welcoming on the Sony platform. It just felt at home.
Yeah, I agree 100%. So, you know, it's a good game. They're tough. The first one in particular is not my favorite. But at the end of the day, man, I'm super excited to see.
You did a video, and someone's asking about it in the chat. What was the rumor and Xbox, you know, getting the Call of Duty rights back that you've kind of in your head?
The
you said,
guy,
nah.
the main guy who works at that studio, which by the way, I did a video on it, but I was one to say that, hey, I don't think it's
right. You said no.
Yeah, I don't think so. Was that the guy who worked at, like, one of the heads of the Treyarch Studios?
Yes.
Switched his Twitter avatar to the Xbox avatar with the Treyarch shirt on it.
Okay.
And so a lot of people were like, "Oh man, confirmed." You know?
Yes.
So plus, you know, Major Nelson and everybody was talking up Call of Duty again.
So you think there's no way, or there's a 10% chance, or
I think there's a 5% chance.
Wow. So you're saying there is a chance?
Yeah, there is a chance. Phil, you know, stodgy Phil, man, he doesn't want to keep content off other people's platforms.
No, he doesn't.
But he's okay with us getting content late. So it's always, that's a weird situation. So.
Yeah. Now let's take that
MSC
call.
Mornings, what's up?
Hey now. Hey now.
Hey, what's going on, Mooch and Crap? What do you guys think about Fortnite being constantly on the very top of the Twitch charts? Every time I see Fortnite versus PUBG, our favorite game, PUBG's got like at least 100 and something thousand viewers when PUBG barely has any, man. What's going on? Is it because it has 3 platforms to pull viewers from? Is it because Fortnite is more kid-friendly? What's the deal, guys? Let me know, man. We need to turn this around. Where's Mikey Ibarra at? Fix this, bro.
Yeah, I think, well, great call in.
Fortnite is free.
Yep.
You know,
it also does appeal to a younger audience, Crap. There is something to that. We talked about it on Friday.
Of course it appeals to a younger audience. It's like just the art style in and of itself, you know. You know what? Originally I didn't think that Fortnite would stand the chance against the likes of,
I didn't either.
Like, honestly, who the hell? I honestly did not think that it would stand a chance against PUBG. And here it is
against free. It's hard to compete against
Yeah,
free.
but you know what, though, Jay? And you know what? Don't get me wrong. The free argument I've used a bunch of times myself, but it depends on the question. I think when people say, how come it's doing so well? You can say free. You can. But there's a lot of games out there that are free that don't touch PUBG numbers, you know? So this is an instance where, this is what I said on Crossfire. I'll say it again. When I play Fortnite, I'm not talking about the stuff that Crap's saying, like with the, you know, that's one thing. I just think that this game is well made. I think they made it. It feels good when you play it. Doesn't mean you have to like it, but that's why. When I played other free-to-play games, Crap, it feels like the game is falling out from underneath me. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't feel complete. And this game has felt complete since the absolute second even the campaign came out that you seem to like. You like the campaign part of it.
Yeah, you know, for me,
you know,
I can't explain it, man. I try to get into that damn game. I do.
would like to play. So here's the thing. I me, you, and we'll grab Space Cat and maybe Grave, and we'll go out and play a few rounds tonight. I'd like to I want to hear your, I do. I genuinely want to hear your critique on the game. I have my critiques of it as well. There's nothing perfect about it, but there is a bit of fun. It's a different type. I don't play PUBG with the same game face that I play Fortnite with. I think people can understand what I mean when I say that. It's really just shoot the shit, play the battle royale mode, enjoy it. It's goofy. Some things that happen in it make you laugh. Where PUBG, a lot of stuff that happens makes you angry. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when you hit the invisible rock or you slide down something that you thought you could and then you die to your death. Or you just, you know, land in the ocean forever and can't climb the side of a mountain. Those are the things in PUBG where you're like, ugh, God help me. Where in Fortnite, you don't run into those so much because it's a lighter fare. It's just an easier game to play. It's easy on the eyes. It's easy on the hands. It's a little bit more #fun.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I just, for me personally, I'm
not really selling you on it, crap. I don't think well, the game doesn't need any selling, but it's for when you're in the mood to play PUBG, but not in the mood to play PUBG. Thank you, folks. That's a shirt.
I don't understand.
Thank you, Jay.
Could be like, so you're fed up with PUBG. Let's go play the game that.
Right. No, exactly. Great point, crap. Great point, crap. No, I can't sit here and tell you I've had it. I'm done with Battle Royale. Now who's meeting me at 8 o'clock for Fortnite?
Exactly.
No, that's horseshit. That's horseshit. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. I'm actually enjoying Battle Royale, and I'm liking things like Fortnite that tweaked it a little bit. And then you have the Darwin Project that tweaked it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, the Darwin Project's okay, actually. I mean, I need to spend a little bit. I'd like to play it with some other people because there's squad in there or whatever. But, you know, maybe there's just too much Battle Royale going on. I don't know.
Well, crap, be careful. We are at the tip of the Battle Royale iceberg.
Yeah.
Wait till this fall comes. Holy shit. You're not going to... Battle Royale will be at the bottom of every game's like description coming out starting probably even later on this spring.
Yeah.
Right? We're rumored to be getting it in Ghost Recon, Call of Duty, Battlefield.
I'm glad I only play some of those games, and hopefully... Hopefully it doesn't take away from the game modes that I like to play. You know?
And that was what I was saying earlier, right, crap? Because there's more time that goes into these Battle Royale modes. So if they do put more time into that, that doesn't speak very well for the other modes you may like. I hope they don't get rid of them. That was my concern.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't see them ever getting rid of a team deathmatch.
Yeah. No, not team deathmatch. But what about and I understand you said you don't play it, and that's fine. But like One in the Chamber or these other types of games, they get rid of those. But some people do. I know people that play Call of Duty that play only those types of games. They love it.
Yeah, I don't. Do they though?
Well, that's there's the question. Question of the ages, crap. Question of the ages. Do you really, folks? What you say you like? Do you like it? Not sure.
Yeah. So you know what would make You know what would make Fortnite good? I can tell you right now.
What do you got?
VR. VR would make Fortnite amazing.
VR is the future, people. It's the future. Don't even go there. It's
hip.
The future. I'm telling you.
Hip.
It's great.
He's cool.
It's great, damn it.
Dude, that might actually make it cool. I don't know, man. Like
that might make it. It can't hurt. It certainly can't hurt.
Hey, this guy in the chat says Battle Royale was only cool when Sony didn't have it. I didn't give a shit. They've had it for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love PUBG. I don't like Fortnite.
Yeah.
So
it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
That's fine.
They rain rockets down. Like seems like they got infinite rockets and they just build shit up. And apparently somebody told me, I'm not sure if this is true, but apparently it supports keyboard and mouse on console. And
I did not know that.
And there's no way to
I don't think that
off.
I have a very weird suspicion that that's not true, crap.
Yeah.
No, chill, still. Yo, you can tell right there when you hear that music that No Chills Noof went off in the chat right there, folks. That's what that sounded like.
Absolutely.
Is. You know, crap, I want to bring this up. Since we're speaking about all the games you just love and adore, let's talk about Days Gone being delayed.
Oh, Days Gone. More like, well, long gone.
You guys got to understand, right? Boom. I tell you, crap really was in hiding for a day once this was delayed. It really bothered him. Crap.
I was like, how am I going to survive?
I got a problem with the delay. The problem I have with the delay is that, first of all, I don't like seeing Sony and Microsoft's first-party studios being completely petrified of third-party studios coming out with their games.
We don't know 100% if that's the thing. I mean,
We
here's
don't.
the thing: Sony Bend. What have they done?
Right? No, you're right. They
Right? I mean, look. Here's the thing: like, this game might not be.
Didn't they do
what
the
people
Siphon
think.
Filter games?
I
think they were involved with it. These aren't nobodies that are making Days Gone. These guys have a history, and it's a decent resume. But
they did. Well, they did Uncharted Golden Abyss, a Vita game in 2011.
that was the but before that
They
they've
did
done
a Resistance game for the Vita.
Okay.
They did a Siphon Filter game for the Vita. They did a Siphon Filter game for the Vita.
Oh wow. Okay, they were all for the Vita then. All?
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
No, they did Siphon Filter 2, Siphon Filter 1.
Yeah,
Siphon
they're
Filter 3.
not little guys. This is not. I mean, my point is this isn't a guy.
They haven't made anything. They did
Right.
Bubsy 3D.
Well, they're not like Silicon Valley where they're working out of a garage. Is my point. I mean,
I mean, but
they've been around.
You just have to figure that who knows how many people are around in this studio.
But I
Siphon
think this
Filter
game
1 was made in 1999,
right?
And here we are. This game's going to come out 20 years later.
20 years later.
How many people are still there? From
Not
that
many.
Point? And
Not
is the
many.
game what they thought it was? Maybe they ran into some problems. I don't
Right.
even know.
But you know the thing is though, crap. We don't know from Microsoft or Sony, except, and we don't really know this for fact about Forza Horizon 4, but we can guesstimate. But we don't know from either of the big platforms what we're getting in the fall. We have no release dates for this fall except for the AAA blockbuster.
Well, you know what? I can already
The
tell
third
you
party.
what's coming out for Xbox. It's going to be Forza Horizon 4.
Right.
You're going to get some of those smaller games, Ashen and whatnot.
Right.
With PlayStation, you might get Spider-Man, and that's probably going to be it. Like Call of Duty up their release date to October. I don't ever recall that happening. It's
No.
unbelievable. You know?
I mean, are they're that fearful of Red Dead?
Yeah. I mean, that's people are looking at that almost like a GTA. You know, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, I think GTA, Red Dead. Maybe now the rumors are going to be true. Crap, that this thing does have a battle royale, and they probably put a lot of money into it. I
I don't really give a shit
money
about the
into it.
battle royale. I'm probably not even going to buy this game at launch, to be honest with you.
Oh, I'll be there front and center but not for the battle royale. But I think
Last thing I want to do is load up my revolver and do a battle royale with a bunch of cowboys. Yeehaw!
You know what I mean? No, I understand if that's not your thing, and I think I got to be honest with you, myself personally. I didn't care for Western themed movies, etc. as a younger person, but now I'm getting older. I kind of dig the whole Wild West thing now more than I ever did in my life. I didn't care for it at all. Even when Red Dead 1 came out, I didn't care about that theme so much, but now I do. And this much has got to be said, crap. If Call of Duty, which is predominantly multiplayer, is that concerned and moved their date up by, a month, basically, that would mean that Red Dead 2's multiplayer must be something that
I don't know if it's a multiplayer. It's just that they want to be
really
first.
do.
I don't think it's multiplayer.
I
I think that they want to be first out the
Call
gate
of
to
Duty-
get people's money.
That always plays a role, crap. But let's just be honest here for a second. Call of Duty's claim to fame is the multiplayer, and the fact that I would normally sit there at the boardroom of Call of Duty and say, "Hey, listen, if Red Dead's just coming out their single player game, and they're just tacking on some open world thing, who cares? We could still release in November because we're Call of Duty. We're multiplayer. They're not."
Yeah.
But the case that now the rumors are so strong that the multiplayer in Red Dead is going to be something outstanding, that I think has Call of Duty now almost confirms it by Call of Duty moving up.
I don't know if it confirms it. I mean,
I'm speculating, but
for me personally, I just think that what they have a template for a successful multiplayer, and it's GTA Online, and that doesn't have a PUBG mode. So
but you know what though, crap? GTA Online, you can buy ships, you can buy.
You're gonna be able to buy horses and guns and cloaks, and to me, Red Dead is much more set up for an online than the GTA. A train heists and to me, it's going to be that's what it's going to be. Like it really screams that. You know what I mean? And I think it's going to be a big game, but I think that a lot of these companies that assume that this is going to be as big as GTA are going to be in for a rude awakening. I just don't see that big of a market for this. The first one sold 15 million or something. I mean, that's good, but it's not like 90 million that GTA sells.
Right. No, I don't think it'll do GTA numbers, but it's going to do very, very well.
Hey, if they don't come out with Gears 5 till 2020, that's a problem.
Right. Right.
That's a big problem since Gears 4 came out in what 2016.
Yes.
Yeah, they're like it doesn't need 4 years.
No, it really doesn't.
Halo needs to come. I mean, we'll get some kind of trailer for Halo this year, but Jesus, come on.
Yeah, no, we do need a trailer. Microsoft's got to start showing us a few things at E3.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my take. I know
Maybe
you're
we'll get Mike Ibarra up there giving us some kind of.
Mike might do something. He likes to throw a couple of wrenches out there and really switch things up.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You know what? Real quick, I want to mention some of our fine Patreon supporters.
Yes, please.
If you don't know, you can also sign up and support us on Patreon. The link is below. It helps us get awesome new gadgets and do giveaways and stuff like that. So shout out to Biggie and Josha and Jack Jackal, Justin B, Anthony N, Lethal Papa. Appreciate you, bro. John S, Mark D, G-Man 209, Vertigo Tempest, John Yoon, Kevin Maury, Killing Dan, Jazzy Noop, Xbox, Soul Games, Neth, Dirk Griggity, Fuzzy Belvedere, Luke C, Vic Bose, Dave R, Gaming Forte, David B, Dodka Vodka, Mark B, Sean D, OBX Blackbeard, Snotty Kleenex, Ray Barada, John B, NYT. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but appreciate it. Michael B, Primal Data, Joe E, Stinking Corpse, Anthony B, Prinz X, Christopher L, Cannon Fodder, Big Chuck, Ramiro Torres, Space Cat, okay, Brandon B, Vergiluz, Elliot B, G-Man, Baron Grod, Wrath of the Gods, Stuart DeLube. And the reason why I'm reading all these because we had some new signups and we didn't have time to put them on the ticker. So we're just going to read all of them. Shadow Moses, Dan M, Siberia, Violet Baloney, Peter L, Troy G, Timodos, what up, bro? Manco, Oscar. Let's see, Jason H, Lady Foxfire, thank you, Foxy. No Town Gaming, Mark Green, Suicide Kings, Lord Random, Karam H, Raphael B, Wesley Santa, Mike A, Valkyrie, Alan Roberts, Daniel B, Andrew Areza Paz. Nice. Jesus.
Guys,
Black.
that means a lot, man. That means a lot.
Odie Rivera, Cool Fusion, who won our Patreon giveaway. He's $1 person, right?
Yes.
He gives $1 a month.
Just won $60 value. He just got Far Cry 5.
He got Far Cry 5 for free, by the way. Mighty Moss, John Pilgrim, Danny A, Jesse Darby, Leslie J, Hacky Sacked, Great Skull Zero, Michael L, Chris H, Simon J, Mike, let's see, something Kitchener, Gary L, Mark Barlow, Wesley C, James 176. What's up, bro? Gadang 775, Max S, King Koopa, Tiffany W, Long Shot, Gus Bus, Pegasus, the Doug Crew, the Doug Podcast, they do good stuff. Jason S, Jeff Pitcher, Mr. Zombie Killer, Kyle P, Michael C, Louis Ortiz, Timothy L, Madula, Paul Alves, and Greg the Chosen One. Thank you guys all so much. That's a lot of freaking people.
It is, guys, and we can't say thank you enough. You guys are, and we have our second pony prize winner too that we'll get to in a second. But I mean, to be honest with you guys, it's $1 and a dream. We really appreciate it. We're asking. There's multiple other tiers that we definitely love. We have our Patreon show that we do twice a month. That's a lot of fun that you guys get early access to, and then we post it a week later. But just for that $1, it means so much, and it helps the show. You guys see the show growing before your eyes. So thank you to everybody that is a Patreon member, and thank you to all of you that may join this week, next week. $1 and a dream, guys. Like I say, Cool Fusion, $1 wins Far Cry 5.
Yeah.
Anybody can win.
Yeah, and what's cool about it is, we also, it's like add you on the social media, like Twitters and stuff like that. And, we game with people as much as we can. That's not like a bonus or whatever. It's just like, if you're cool with us, and and you're good people and support the show, then we game with you and
let's chill, let's hang out, let's game.
It's a good time. So and you also get your name read off during the week, and you get on the ticker down there. Maybe you want your Twitter handle on the ticker or your YouTube channel on the ticker. Let us know, and we'll put it down there.
That's right.
Yeah, so it's it's really cool. We've managed to really up the show. If you go back and listen to early M&C mornings, it's good stuff, but it's not as good as it is now.
Yeah, and we've got so much more. This is just Jay getting a chance to play with his new equipment for about 3-4 days. So
I've only had this stuff for a couple days, and I really only had time to play with it yesterday. So this is what I got accomplished yesterday.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. This is all yesterday. So, folks, you got a lot more coming. We're really excited.
Hey, we got the Pope in the chat.
The Pope, Lady Foxfire's here. Lucas stopped by earlier. So many people stopped by. Noof Nukem.
Noof Nukem,
everybody.
Noof Nukem. How's it going? Noof Nukem. It's
boom, boom, kaboom.
In the house.
Yeah.
We have to say a big congrats to James176. He won the second pony prize.
Awesome, dude. Congratulations, man.
What did he win, Crap?
He won a copy of the Darwin Project.
Hey, now. Yeah. WNBC.
Yes, because I ended up with a plethora of codes. Hey. And, nice to see that as well. Also, by the way, special shout out to Michael Ciccarello. I think you know that guy, right?
Yes,
he
I
donated earlier. He just became a Patreon supporter.
Nice.
Ta-da!
Thank you,
so
Michael.
We really
that.
appreciate it. New supporter. Yeah, there we go. That's right, man.
I love it. Thank you very much to Michael. We really, really appreciate it, guys. It really all goes towards the show. James is James. I don't know if you saw it. James, you won the pony prize, so congratulations. James.
Yeah, you won. It's going to be a copy, a code for the Darwin Project, and it's a pretty cool game. It's interesting. It's in game preview. You're going to be able to go. We upped the pony prize a bit. Usually some people remember when people hated getting Game Pass as the pony prize. People actually complained about it.
Yeah,
they were like, "Man, Game Pass, a month of Game Pass,
Game Pass."
Man,
it was like winning a free small fry at McDonald's.
It was. People were giving us free years of that shit.
Yes, they were. Please take it. People were donating Game Pass. They were. People were donating Game Pass, and we were handing it out as we got it.
Yeah,
because it was just Game Pass.
Yeah, it's just Game Pass.
Now it's like a golden ticket.
It is.
Cheer up, Charlie. Yeah, it really is. There you go, folks. Oh God, crap. It's so good. We're gonna have to do some more side bits.
Yeah, we are.
Oh God.
Well, you know what? Like, it sucks because today is we set the clocks forward, so we lose time. So it's like it feels like it's way in the afternoon to me. And
it does feel a lot later than it should. Crap. One more subject before we head out is I saw you did a video on PS4 having they filed a back compat patent.
They did. They filed a back compat patent, which is interesting because the article that I knew about the patent, but the article that I linked was like, is PS5 going to have PS4 backwards compatibility? And I'm thinking that makes no sense. Of course it is. They're both x86. You don't even need to, I don't think, file a patent to do that. The more thing that it may, because I've heard rumors that Sony might introduce some sort of backwards compatibility with the PS4 this E3.
Right.
And then imagine what a megaton that would be.
Oh, now it'll be a megaton.
Yeah, then it'll be amazing.
Right? It's a megaton.
Hey, I mean, who wants to play this kind of stuff, right? But at the end of the day, I don't know if it would be PS3 backwards compatibility because I think that might be tough. But rumor has it that the hack PS4s or whatever, the ones that had that kernel exploit, the PS4 can emulate PS2 games perfectly. So
wow, yeah, and we knew that, right? That was something that was known for a while. It'll be interesting to see. Of course, when Sony does it, people will faint in the stands. People will be lighting a match in the audience. That'll all happen. Xbox did it. There was glorious applause at the show, but then right afterwards, the media was like, "Who plays that? Who's using that?"
Well, you know what's funny is I actually this is like weird, but so the backwards they gave away that game Brave and backwards compatible, right?
Yes, they did.
I beat that game last night.
I saw the achievements popping up, and
Dude, like, okay,
only
here's the
shake
thing,
my
right?
head.
I was like, I'm gonna play this game for a few minutes and just whatever. And they kept throwing gamer score at me. I beat that game in like 3.5 hours.
And what'd you get for gamer
like
score?
600 gamer score.
Wow.
And that's without even trying. You know, so it wasn't even bad. It was a good little platformer, you know, adventure thing. It was like I went through it super fast. I skipped all the cutscenes. Beat it 600 plus, like 600 gamer score. Damn.
Right. No, that you can't beat that. I mean, the game probably put you into a coma.
It wasn't terrible by any means. Almost like a twin stick shooter. You push on the you move the button.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. It's it wasn't bad, man. 3.5, 4 hours, beat it. You could probably, if you wanted to play through it twice, get all 1,000. I heard Scrotum did that.
I did see brave like achievements popping up on my community.
Yeah,
what the hell's going on?
I smacked the crap out of that game.
I thought something was definitely wrong with Crap. I said I better send him a get well package stat.
Get well.
Get well.
Remember that Seinfeld episode where with the cake? Yeah. So
yeah, I remember. I remember.
Get well.
Get well. We should get Jay.
Hey,
Go
you know
ahead,
what's funny?
Crap.
I do have like there was a very good topic. I have a video coming out at about 1, so in about 4 minutes. That's has very good news of a meeting that Microsoft had with a developer behind closed doors. There's an article that backs this up. There could be big things happening at E3.
Yeah.
So
I think E3 is going to have. I think E3 is going to have a couple of wow moments. I really do. I'm expecting a wow or two from Microsoft.
There has to be. Like, to be honest with you, some of the wow moments that I'm talking about was when Final Fantasy got announced as coming to Xbox 360.
Right.
That's a wow moment.
Metal Gear was.
Yeah, you need these type of moments.
Yes.
To excite people. And hopefully Microsoft sees that. And when I sit there and I go, hey man, people are disappointed in that and what's going on with this inside Xbox or whatever. I'm not saying me personally. I was already not expecting anything. It's Microsoft.
Right.
So, you know, I'm speaking for the people that I saw on Twitter, and I can understand the frustration. People are begging for something, anything, a teaser, anything. And then they put on this new show and then they don't. So I can understand the frustration. I'm saying people should give it till E3, and I understand why that's comical too, because we always say that.
Right.
But I can imagine if E3 doesn't go well, that a lot of people would be pretty upset.
Yeah, I mean, it really is that. The clock is ticking. I think this is Phil's chance to shine. This is his tenure as coach. You know, if you're an NFL coach, this would be the time people want to see you make the playoffs. And I think he's going to go out there and he's got to make a run at the playoffs. And that's an important thing that every gamer's playoffs. Right?
Playoffs?
Come to me with playoffs.
We want to win a game.
But
we just want to win an NPD. Oh, that
play to win the game.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean that's what it is. So we'll sit tight. We'll wait and see what E3 has, and at that point, then we can kind of look at. Hopefully, Xbox gives a little bit more of the roadmap to us at E3. We'll see a little bit.
Yes, absolutely. Let's. Can we spin the wheel? There, JDUBBS.
Yes, certainly we can.
Boop 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 boop.
Nice.
We only have 5 people.
Yeah. I like that with all the call-ins now. I really love the live call-ins.
Yeah. So only 5 people. You bastards better start calling in more. Let's spin that wheel.
Spin that wheel, JDUBBS. Who will it be, Crap?
Looking like it's gonna be Flemish Boy.
It does seem to be.
Absolutely. So congratulations.
Congratulations, Flemish Boy. Nice work.
Yes. Congrats.
Very cool.
Yes, it's awesome. We appreciate the interaction, the live call-ins, all that kind of stuff. Shout out to Dimitri M. He just became a new Patreon supporter.
Thank you, Dimitri.
Thank you. If you guys want to, we'll be shouting out to people that support during the week, the new ones, at the beginning of each MNC mornings as well.
Yes.
Sort of brought to you by with our initial news stories and stuff like that. More changes and stuff coming. We're going to be bringing back the top 10 and hopefully the rundown as well, because there's a lot of good rundown topics and stuff.
A ton.
Yeah. Well, we're excited, man. We appreciate you guys, and I guess we can roll this bitch on out with the Mooch and Crap theme song into the outro, right?
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's do
Jay or Jay, depends if you want to give the fans really with it. You can do the PS4 bundle commercial,
Oh,
then
do
the
the
MNC.
PS4 bundle commercial into the outro. Yeah, let's go ahead and play that for
Oh,
him
that's
again.
a good idea. But one thing I didn't get to play that I wanted to was
All hail Jay! All hail Jay!
So true. He did not
The
get a
two
chance to play
JDUBBS
it.
are like, where is that?
Yeah, the Dubbies have been wondering. Awesome show. Thanks to everybody on Patreon. Thanks to our chat. Great chat. Jay, great work today. We'll see you guys next Sunday morning. Enjoy the commercial again in the outro.
The new PS4 bundles.
Greetings from Sony. How many of you are fans of custom game consoles? No matter the time of year and no matter the occasion, we here at Sony aim to please our fans with the latest and greatest in custom game consoles. You've seen some of our amazing designs before, like the ever-popular Call of Duty Black Ops 3 console, or the Call of Duty World War II console. We're so confident in our products we don't even have to be accurate to what the camouflage was of the day and age. We also introduced the new God of War bundle. This might be our most epic console yet. You might wonder, how do we come up with such fantastic designs? And the answer is quite simple. We just blindfold zoo animals and let them go to work. Nothing can prepare you for the newest PlayStation 4 console as we embrace the season and give you the Easter Edition console. This fantastic design can be yours for the low price of $449.49. That's right, $449.49. I know what you're thinking. There's no way in hell you'd buy this hideous console, but we at Sony know we can shove whatever crap we want in front of you morons, and you'll buy it anyway. Cause here at Sony, we're better than you, and we know it.
Wake on up. It's Mooch, it's Crap, and Jay in the morning. Wipe your eye boogies, get your coffee finished yawning. This is Mooch and Crap. Show. Wake up, let us begin with gaming news, skits, and call-ins from all the fans. No matter where you at, Cali or Pakistan, New York or New Guinea, this is where it's at. These are Xbox dudes with Xbox views on slander and hate towards Xbox news. This is Mooch and Crap. Show for the people, and they coming with it. Now do you understand? Now do you get it? Ponies love to lie and PC fans won't admit it, but Xbox hate is real and they all with it. Call in, let it ring in. We here to rock, we here to win. It's about the games, it's about the pride. Now Xbox community, come on, let's ride. Move